Are you a gambler in nature?
No,
Not
I'm
at
very
all.
risk averse. I'm very risk averse. I like to take calculated risks. Even if I go to a casino, I try to do the math
No
on
YOLO?
a on a blackjack table.
Oh.
Unless you give me a lot of whiskey, then I'll YOLO.
So the reason I'm asking is,
I've YOLO'd, of course. It's not like I never do it, but it's not common. I do it when everyone is, of course, I'm following the herd during 2021, or I'm buying ARC, or I'm buying Upstart when I have no clue what that company was doing. So I've done those things because of the hype, but it was only an amount where I was comfortable losing completely. So it wasn't something that I was expecting to get rich on. It was just something that, hey, if I did well on it, great. If not, who cares?
so how do you protect yourself from making those, dumb decisions, dumb gambling decisions?
Being self-aware of that our emotions will always try to control you. That's the one constant, is that your emotions will never go away. Your greed will never go away. Your fear will never go away during bear markets. So just being aware of that helps. Just being aware of that. So whenever your stock is going up too high, you think it's going to continue going high forever. That's also a, a factor in your mind that never goes away. So you need to be aware of that. That's why technical analysis also helps, because it gives you context in terms of where the market is as well. It's just factual data, it's just price. There's no bias in it. So if prices are going down and you think that because of the recent run up it's going to continue to go back up, but price continues to go down, then price is telling you something which your brain is like, it's not agreeing with your brain. So you need to react to the actual market situation.
The reason I'm asking this is because at the time of recording this, as we're talking, there's a possibility. I don't know what's a possibility. That's a whole $69 billion question. But there's a possibility of the Activision deal going through with Microsoft. Microsoft is about to acquire Activision Blizzard for a total amount of $68.7 billion. That's a lot of money, which means it's going to buy Activision Blizzard at the share price of $92. Now, if this goes through, and if you buy the Activision Blizzard for at the current rate, you will have a profit of, an X amount of dollars per the number of shares that you purchased. Now, the question is, to Activision Blizzard or to not Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, that strategy is called merger arbitrage. A lot of
Have you ever done an arbitrage before?
a lot of hedge funds do that. It's not my thing. I wouldn't. I mean, it's not something that I've done. I would say I would not. I wouldn't say I would never do it. It's just I haven't done it yet.
Would you make an exception on this particular case?
No, because UK just blocked it, but EU is apparently more lenient. So I don't know. Again, that's why the stock price went back down,
Yeah.
because UK blocked it. I don't know. It's not a stock. It's not a gamble that I'm willing to take on.
Do you like the company in the first place?
I mean, I've looked at their financials. They were doing great, and they have good games. And I was considering investing in them before the Microsoft merger, and they're still doing pretty decent. I mean, they're not a bad company to invest in. Even Berkshire bought them. So
Probably for the
if
arbitrage
I would, I would,
reason.
I would say that if Microsoft wasn't buying it, they would be on my watch list for sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
but since they are,
That really inflates the price.
it inflates the price, but also there's the discount for the merger. So it's just not the game that I'm willing. You don't have to like. I don't have to play every game. So I have my own circle of where I like to invest. And honestly, merger arbitrage is not something. It feels like it's not in my control. It's in the
Yeah, true.
government's control. So why would I play that game?
I'll be honest with you, I did consider that. And then, for me personally, I'm not a gambler. Like, I have zero gambling, like, very little. I'm not a YOLO type of person. The best YOLO that I've done was, and it didn't work, was buying the First Republic Bank $400 and it didn't and it didn't go well. But then it was only $100. It was supposed to be 50. I was like, okay, let's just put $100, see what happens to it. If it works, I'll just redirect it to SCHD, and well, that was my only YOLO that I've done. Like everything else.
You're lucky. You're lucky you invested post 2021
Oh,
because
yeah.
you would have been like dying to get into the game, and then you would have seen the crash after.
Oh, dude.